This guy's obsessed with his servant's blood. He straddles him, trying to drain him dry. All because he's a vampire. A germophobic vampire prince actually took in a filthy wolf king as a servant. Just on a whim. Under the full moon. Inside the castle, Ino, a 200-year-old vampire prince, stares at this uninvited guest. A wolf covered in wounds, eyes full of killing intent. You vampires still love putting on airs. The wolf speaks, sneering at the man before him. Ino acts like he didn't hear a thing. He reaches out, grabs the wolf's throat, and yanks him into human form. Obviously, but this injured werewolf is no match for Ino. For Ino, tonight's only entertainment is this little guy who managed to break free from his own kind's soul contract. Right now, he's wild and full of rage. It'd be fun to make him submit, wouldn't it? Ino decides to give him a chance. I'll give you 5 seconds to think. Submit to me, and I can make Lion release your clan. The werewolf doesn't get what he's after, but he thinks of his people suffering. If he really can save them. 3, 2. Ino counts down as promised. The werewolf slowly looks up. If you really can save my people, I'll submit to you. Ino smiles, watching this werewolf offer his blood to seal the contract. He thinks the guy's an interesting little thing. But before the contract, he needs to wash up first. After all, noble vampires are pretty serious about cleanliness. He drags the werewolf to the bath and shoves him in, watching him struggle out of the water, revealing his muscular build. Ino thinks he's getting a pretty good deal. After all, no one else has used the noble vampire's hot spring yet. Remembering he needs something from him, the werewolf swallows his pride. Well, thank you so much, master. Ino's eyes are full of anticipation. After all, who wants their food to be filthy? Watching the now clean werewolf climb out of the pool, Ino removes his collar. Preparing for the contract, he leans close to his neck, opens his mouth to reveal his vampire fangs, and bites down. In the name of Ino Azeriel, I make this contract with you. You will be loyal to me, serve me as master, and never betray me. If you break, your soul will be destroyed, forever erased. The werewolf listens as Ino finishes the oath and kneels on one knee. I, hating Augustus, agree to this contract. From now on, I serve Ino Azeriel as master and will never betray him. Feeling his heart beat at his command. Ino knows the contract is sealed. Remembering his promise, he tosses himself, ready to go get his people back. Werewolf hiding looks at the new soul contract mark on his chest. Completely unfazed. After all, he's had one before. Since he broke the last one, he can break this one too. But now's not the time. He needs to rescue his clan first. Ino looks at him and smiles. The Azeriel contract isn't as simple as you think. Outside the castle, vampire butler Loris has the carriage ready. As soon as Ino steps out, something latches onto his leg. It's a Xiaomi, a newly born little vampire. Ino kicks her off, making Xiaomi squeal. Seeing werewolf hiding standing there dazed, Ino calls his name, demanding he perform his duties as a servant. Hiding doesn't get it, but walks over anyway. Ino points at the ground. Kneel down, the carriage is too high. I need to step on you to get up. Looking at the arrogant Ino, Hiding's blood boils. Loris holds the kicked aside Xiaomi, sighing that Ino is throwing another tantrum. He wonders how long this servant will last. Watching Hiding not move, Ino loudly repeats himself. Hiding reaches out, and suddenly wraps his arms around Ino's waist. As your servant, I have a better way to get you on the carriage. Hiding picks up Ino and says softly. Ino's eyes widen instantly. Before he can react, he's already inside the carriage. Loris and Xiaomi are completely stunned. Hating Augustus, who said you could do that? Ino's about to blow up, but here's Hating calmly explain. Master, this way is easier and more comfortable for you, isn't it? You didn't have to lift your foot or use any energy. Hearing Hiding's sarcastic explanation, Ino realizes he's unhappy about the whole thing. He mentally adds this to his tab. Hating, very good. You really are a considerate servant. I wouldn't dare. Serving you is my duty. He slams the door shut, telling the driver to get more. At another vampire castle in the outskirts, a blonde redneck is receiving praise from the crowd below. All because he captured an entire wolf. Too bad one got away. As they're chatting, a servant rushes in, saying someone from the Azeriel family is here. The blonde man stands up in shock. They're a prince family. As a mere count, you wouldn't dare mess with them. Why are they here? This vampire's in rough shape. 1 second, the prince beats him up. Next second, the prince's servant beats him up, just because he stalled for a moment. The next day, they show up at Lion's door with the werewolf. Today, they're here for 3 things. Save wolves! Still safe. Seeing that pale smile, everyone in the castle bows. Lion sees it's Prince Ino, the one they call the madman. He wants to smile but can't, so he awkwardly asks why Ino's here. Ino walks right over and sits in his chair. He says casually that today, he's just here to take back his servant's clan, then points to Hiding standing nearby. Seeing the werewolf who escaped from his castle, backed by someone powerful, Lion breaks out in a cold sweat, thinking about how valuable those werewolves are. He tries to argue with Ino, hoping he'll spare the wolves. Hearing this, the smile vanishes from Inyo's face. He reaches out, and massive black magic surges forth. He lifts Lion up like a chicken. Count Lion, are you trying to bargain with me? Lion, being choked, can barely breathe right now. His legs kick in the air. Drool runs down his chin. He struggles to beg Inuo for mercy. Inuo tosses Leon aside. He warns him not to annoy him. Quickly orders his servant to bring up all the werewolves from the dungeon. Watching Lion in Inuo's hands like a toy, completely powerless. Hating grows even more wary of Inuo's strength. On the other side is secretly making note of this humiliation, thinking he'll get revenge someday. But then he hears a cold voice behind him. You seem pretty angry at my master. Lion turns to see it's Hating. Remembering Inuo's terrifying power, he forces a smile, saying no, not at all. Before Lion finishes, Hating's hand shifts into a wolf claw. He swipes at him. Lion barely dodges. But Hating says, as my master's servant, anyone who disrespects him won't get off easy. Watching Hating use his master's name to settle personal scores, Lion's furious. He's about to escape, but Inuo puts a hand on his shoulder. He tells Lion he came for a friendly chat. No need for violence. That's not good. Right now, Leon's got 10,000 thoughts racing through his head. I'm just minding my business in my car. This guy's right up next to him. Just because the white-haired one demanded close protection. So he stuck close. Now the two of them are heading back with the black-haired guy's clan to Vampire Prince Inuo's castle. Werewolf Hating turns around, watching his injured people running behind the carriage. He asks Inu if they can slow down. Inuo coldly refuses, says he's in a hurry. Hating hears the lame excuse, figuring it's payback. So he opens the door and goes inside the carriage. Inuo immediately demands, Hating, who said you could come in here? Hating slowly moves closer. He says softly, Master, aren't I your personal servant? Personal servants should stay by your side, right? Inuo's face reddens. He shoves Hating away, saying he doesn't need this kind of personal service. He demands Hating get up. Hating smirks. He says just slow down the carriage. Inu grabs Hating's shirt. You threatening me? No, I'm asking you, Master. Hating grabs Inuo's hand. Inuo's getting angry. He says that's not how you ask for something. But Hating says if Inuo's not satisfied, he can beg more thoroughly. Then he wraps his arm around Inuo's waist and pulls him closer. Their heads are nearly touching. Hating warns him harshly that he signed the contract on one condition. The condition was saving his people. If the carriage goes too fast and his clan falls behind, then Inuo broke his promise. Hearing this, Inu laughs. He says Hating's people have been locked up so long, he's just taking them for a joyride. He's thinking of that. After all, as a prince, he doesn't even get to go for joyrides. Hating says flatly. Is that so? Before Inu can say another word, Hating's arm wraps fully around his waist. He pulls Inu into his arms. Inu freezes for a second. Then, because of the position, he grabs onto Hating's clothes. As a servant, I have to fulfill my master's wishes. This guy reaches for his male master's thigh, just because his vampire master wanted a light massage. And right now, Vampire Prince Inu is on horseback, held tight by his servant Hating, just because Inu mentioned he wanted a joyride. He demands to know why Hating's doing so. Hating answers calmly, just fulfilling his master's wish. Then he whips the horse hard, taking off with Inu. Looking at this rude guy, Inu still won't back down. You think this scares me? Hating keeps saying he just wants to take him for a ride. As the horse picks up speed and bounces, Inuo's face turns red. He seems to feel something pressing against his back. But there's only Hating behind him. Could it be? Inu grabs Hating's collar, yelling for him to take him back now. But Hating says, the joyride's just getting started. Master, you're quitting already. Seeing he's not stopping, Inu agrees to slow down the carriage. Hearing this, Hating turns back to the carriage. Inside, Inu glares at Hating. He's furious. This servant keeps calling him master, but has no sense of duty at all. He turns his head, refusing to look at him. Then an idea hits him. Time to teach Hating a lesson. Just as Hating's about to leave,